Hi, so today we are going to plant out some of our crops for the winter and spring. These beds had our onion crop, they've been cleared and we gave them a good weed, rotivated them, added in some well rotted manure and some of our own homemade compost. And we also then added a layer of IMO on it and left it for 24 hours. That's our IMO here. This is our last batch we made up. It is a process. You use a lot of wood chip, oats, and some seawater, brown rice vinegar, oriental herb nutrients, and some fermented plant juice. Those are all Korean natural farming inputs. They are pretty complicated procedure to make some of them, but we might make a video on them at some stage. But after our end result then is the IMO, which is all our good organisms in them and fungi, and we just put it out on our beds to kind of inoculate the soil with these forest or fungi and organisms and help our stuff to grow. So today we'll be putting in some spring cabbage, some kale, and some spring onions or scallions. So I want to do a row of scallions on the outside and some kale on this row. Then we will have a couple of beds of spring cabbage, and after that then some Swedes. So for our scallions, very basic, just make a little hole, put them in, and firm them up. They're fairly well developed, so they're enough here. They will be planted fairly close together as well in their bunches. Scallions are a very useful crop during the winter. They're fairly hardy, they will keep growing away, and you can take them small or big, whichever may suit your purposes. So we want to put in a row of kale here now. Kale we would usually put in maybe 18 inches between each plant, but our winter plants won't be growing as big, so I think about 12 inches is good. These will be ready to probably harvest just as our other summer kale are just starting to fall off and not produce as much. So we'll switch over these during the winter then. So we will get ready to plant the rest of the bed. So this next bed, I think we'll do 2 more beds of spring cabbage next. Spacings on these are about a foot again, I'd say. Maybe 2 in a bed, 2 rows in a bed. The spring cabbage is actually going in pretty early. It's going in just heading on to September. So hopefully we can harvest it a bit earlier. But it's good overwinter crop that we can have an early crop then and an early harvest next year. So I'll throw in a few more of these and see how things go. Put the cabbage, a nice deepish hole. Give her a good firm in, because cabbage loves to be firm and anchored in well. Alright, so I'll plant in a few more of these. Right, so we have our spacings sorted for our plants. So just a case now of planting up the whole bed.